So you built a beautiful website for your book and no one's buying it. I'm going to show you how to fix that coming up next. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Indie Author Pro Show. I am Ryan C. Greene, the founder of the Indie Author Pro. I want to thank you and welcome you to the show. And as usual, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can watch all the episodes, and also share this out. Share this out with your circle, share it out with your other author friends, and definitely thank you for the support. So listen, as an author coach for the last 15 years, one of the questions I always get asked, and as a matter of fact, it's really kind of one of the top two things that when people meet me, the one thing they want to solve is how to build a website. They want to build a website for their books. And in this episode, I want to tell you all about why we shouldn't be building websites, why you should stop trying to build a website for your book. Okay. And that doesn't mean don't build a web presence for your book. I want to be clear about that. We're not talking about not having a presence online for your book, but we want to get away from building what we traditionally see as a website for our book. So maybe you're a speaker and you may have a book page for your book, and that's fine because you want people to see that, hey, you have books. But if you have a web page and that's your main source, your main way of trying to sell a book, where someone goes to your web page, they see your book, they click a buy now button, and then you have to fulfill the order. Or maybe you're sending them to Amazon, or you're sending them somewhere else to buy the book. That's what we want to get away from. That's traditionally what most people are doing. And there's a lot of reasons why that is not the best way to go about selling your book. We want to talk about that. And the main reason simply is because when you have a website, when your book is simply on a website format and just people coming and buying your book, the website serves the purpose of the consumer to be able to go out there and look you up, get all the information about you that they want. They can find out anything they want about the book. They can go and research, what it is, whatever you have on there. They can go and grab all that information. But what are you using to grab information from them? When someone comes and looks at your page, when someone comes and looks at your book, when someone decides that they want to, maybe they're going to click the cart, add the book to your cart, and they don't get the book. What are you using? Having a traditional website, you don't have anything in place to get that information, anything in place to know what the next steps are to take. And by doing that, by being in that position, you're really, losing out. So we want to get away from just having a traditional website. We want to move towards using automated systems and sales funnels and CRM systems, email marketing systems, a whole unit of systems that we can put in place to really make sure that when people come and they're looking at your website, it's hard enough to get traffic as it is. So if you've gotten someone to come to your page, if you've gotten someone to look at your book information, you want to be able to gather as much information about them and be able to take next steps with them as much as you can. So the first thing about having a sales funnel, well, a sales funnel, it's going to look like a web page. Like it's a page online, but it serves a totally different purpose. So your sales funnel is just like it sounds. You have it's a top level, which will be your first page, your sales page, and then you funnel people through. So everyone's gonna go to your first sales page, and what you want to do is you're sharing information there about the book. You're having a strong. This is where you can really sell your book. It's not about just, hey, go buy my book, but you're sharing the story about your book. You're telling what problems your book solves. What solutions it provides. I would suggest even having a promotional video on your sales page, right? And you're walking people through. You're telling them about the book. You're giving them information that really wants to compel them to purchase your book. All right, but the thing is, once you have all this information that you're sharing, you also need to go to the very next step, which is a strong call to action. See, a lot of people get stuck where they just say, "Here's my book," and it's a purchase now button, but there's no call to action. So people will go and they'll get information about you, but you haven't called them to make any kind of action, okay? And with a sales funnel, that's the main thing, that you want action. You want them to take some kind of action. And by action, the action isn't only purchasing your book, all right? The main purpose of a sales funnel is to gather information, to know who's coming to your page, all right? So when you have that call to action, you want to make sure that, that you have a way to gather information, the name, email address. How many times have you gone to a page where you've seen some ad, you've seen some promotion that's offering you something that you're interested in, so you go and you have to enter your information before you can get past that gated wall. We call them squeeze pages. in order to get the information that you're looking for, right? So that's what you want to do. Your book should have something like that. You should have some kind of gathering information where you can get information from whoever's coming to your page. Okay. So now let's so you're gathering information. Now, if someone wants to buy your book, and they're clicking the purchase now button, they've added the book to their cart. Let's say they don't purchase the book, right? And call that abandoned cart. What do? You have no idea. The way you have set up right now, you have no idea who's abandoning your cart, who had the book in their shopping cart, why they didn't get it, and how to really reach out to them. If someone has gone through and put a book in their shopping cart, it means they were interested, right? By having a sales funnel and setting up the right way where it'll notify you. You can have things set up so that if someone ever puts your book in their cart and doesn't get it, it'll trigger next actions, automated steps to go through and reach back out to that person. Like, hey, I saw you did, you had the book, but you didn't get it. What's going on? Or something like that. So that's something that's very important where sales funnels allow you to do that. And if you don't have that set up right now, you're just losing sales and you have no idea why. You don't even know you're losing them because you don't know who even put their books in their cart, right? It also enhances the sales process because if someone is in your sales funnel, they go to your sales page and they see the information about the book. Well, you can also have giveaways, right? And we're talking about automating the process here because you want to make sure that you're taking yourself out of the process to make sure that you give yourself more time to go out and create, right? So if someone goes to your book page and you can offer, hey, freebies. You get the book. You can also get a free webinar, a free training, or a bonus, this or that. By having those sales funnels set up, they automatically will deliver those bonuses, right? But it also allows you to provide upsells and downsells. So, for example, one of my books that I provide, my book, Becoming a Passionpreneur, when you go to my sales page for Becoming a Passionpreneur, once you click the purchase button, it'll give you an opportunity to add on the Passionpreneur Starter Lab, which is my online academy, which goes with that, my online course that goes with the book. So you can offer that. Now, if I just had a web page set up where people just buy the book and that's it, I have no way to sell anything else at the same time. All right, because if you got someone already having their credit card information out and inserting information, and at that time you say, hey, here's something else I'm gonna offer you to go with this and bundle it, that's a good time to do that. Much easier to get that add-on sale at that point as opposed to trying to come back to them later and getting them to do it again. But then also, let's say, hey, someone goes and they get your book, or maybe you're selling something bigger and they don't get it. And instead of just saying, no, I don't want it, they go away, you have a downsell option. We say, hey, well, maybe you didn't want to get the online course, but hey, here's a free workbook that you can also purchase, right? So these are the kind of systems that you want to start to build when you're selling your book. So we really want to get away from just having a web page and start to build your sales system and through your sales funnels for your book, because this is how you're going to increase sales. You're going to increase the exposure. You're going to start to go viral and start to see a lot more activity through having sales pages. Then also, what's probably most important is that now you have information. Now you have buyers' information. You have potential buyers' information as well. So now you can contact those people. Now you can start to reach out to them. You ever wonder how you get on some people's emails list? Well, how are they emailing me? Because you probably saw something on their page that you maybe got or didn't purchase, but they have your information. And now you can start to cultivate those relationships along the way. So maybe someone doesn't buy your book today, but now they're on your email list. And you can start to reach out to them and start to just drip on them and share content and value with them to eventually they are going to, will make a purchase. And maybe it's not your book, maybe it's your program, maybe it's something else that they end up purchasing. But you won't get to that stage if you don't have your proper sales funnel built for your book. Those are some of the top reasons why you want to get away from building just a website for your book and make sure you're developing a full sales funnel. Okay, and I'm also in the next episode going to discuss why you want to be in control of your books and you want people to buy your books from you as opposed to Amazon. So listen, if you need help building your sales funnel, if you want to talk about your sales funnel, maybe you have one and need some help with it, you want to know all that goes into it, I want to talk to you. Let's schedule a discovery call. You can go to indieauthorpro.com, schedule your free discovery call so we can sit there and we can set up a time to talk about what all goes into setting up a successful book sales funnel and how we can help you get yours set up. So again, I'm Ryan C. Greene. I thank you for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you on the next episode.